Hey everyone, this is Rathian Rathlos48. I am making this tutorial because I've gotten a couple of messages asking how I've recorded my PSP videos, PSP game videos and whatnot. My SoCal Destins and whatnot. So, yeah, I'm making this. People have been asking if I'm using an actual AV cable or if I have another way of doing it. I am not using an AV cable at the moment. I will be soon, but at the moment I am not. I am at the moment just using a USB basically. But yeah, this is pretty easy. It's cheap. Well, besides the whole you needing to buy the PSP, but yeah, those aren't cheap. No, those aren't cheap. But all you need is a PSP, a USB cable, and a custom firmware on the PSP, and the program RemoteJoyLite. Well, 0.19. Don't use 0.20 because it never works. It doesn't do anything. It just freezes. But anyway, the PSP. Okay. First thing first, you'd have to download it. The link will be in the description. RemoteJoyLite will be here. This is what the place looks like. Yeah, you go down and you click on this download link. Don't click on this one, the top. You click on the top one, not the source code one. And then I'm not going to download it because I already have it. You download it, you wait. It takes about a minute or so, maybe two, depending on how good your internet is. And you'll get this zip folder. It will look like just this. What you're going to want to do is now extract it. What you should do is extract it and put it in a folder, because it's not actually in a folder, it's just in the zip folder. And you'll get this, and click on it, and this is what it will look like. These are the files that are in there, and this is all you basically need besides the PSP and the USB core and the custom firmware. Now, all you have to do, now what you need to do is connect your PSP to your USB connection. Mine usually takes a while because my PSP is just like that. It always does. Any minute now. Okay, RemoteJoyLite is just a program to put your PSP screen onto your computer screen. On your computer desktop, or screen I should say, actually. Alright, first what you're going to need to do is grab this and put it on your root, your PSP's memory stick root, which is right here where everything's at. And then what you're going to want to do, as you see mine right here. Then what you're going to do is want to make an SE plugins folder, which is this, like this, and you're going to want to put that RemoteJoy thing in here as well. Otherwise it freezes if you don't have them in both places. It actually reads them from here, but I found out putting it on the desktop helps it load better. Sometimes it will freeze if you only have it in here. And then you're going to want to make the files, the text documents, game, pops, and VSH. This, you don't have to make one of these. This actually ain't used anymore. I don't know why I still have it on my memory stick. The game 150, we don't use those anymore in the hacks. But what you're going to want to do, once you have these three files, and in all three of these documents, you're going to want to type in this right here. The SE plugins RemoteJoyLite.prx1. That will tell you that the PSP what to read as your plugin. If this is your first plugin you are enabling or using, what you want to do after this, after you do all this, eject your PSP. Safely remove it, or just eject it, whatever you want to do. And then what you're going to do is go to your recovery mode. If you're using a 1000, you're most likely using like the M33 formats and everything, which to get to your recovery menu you have to reboot the system, and while it's booting up, hold the right trigger and the boot menu will appear, and then go to plugins and enable it. If you are using a 2000 or 3000 and you're using a custom format, you're most likely using the Pro one, which is the Pro B3 or whatever it is firmware. Then you just press select and you go down to enter recovery mode. And then all you have to do is enable it, go to plugins and enable them. Enable all three of them. I guess you don't have to enable the VSH one, but the VSH one is the one where you can see your screen, like where your music and all your videos are and all that stuff. The game one is obviously to show your games. The pop one, all that one is it tells it how to pop up. It basically, it's brains in a way. And then, well, after you do all that, you're going to want to disconnect and reconnect the USB cable and come in here and do the driver thing. Do this, the PSP B USB driver thing. You have to enter and you wait. I guess I didn't have to close that, but I did anyway. And then you wait, and then this screen will pop up. Now all you have to do is install it. Next, you accept it. Next. And then it finishes. Mine doesn't have to do it. It's already there, so it's already ready to use for me. But it will take maybe a minute, maybe 2, 3 tops. It doesn't take that long at all. Now what you want to do is, well, now that you have all that done, your PSP will have to go into a game, like go into one of your games. It don't really matter what game, just pick one. I'll click on one of the most viewed video games I have on my channel. And then once it gets there, once it eventually gets past the PSP symbol and whatnot, it will beep. Then down here, it will say new hard drive and everything, and then this will pop up saying it's new. Like, you know, when you install something new, like anything really, this thing will pop up. Click the yes this time only, click, and then install the recommendation one. Wait for this to finish. I have to do it because I installed the thing for you people again. I installed it again for you guys. So it replaced the parts with something that it doesn't know what my thing is anymore. So I have to do, and you have to do this basically with every system if you want to use it with more than one PSP. Well, you only have to do this once ever, unless you have to install it again, which you shouldn't have to. But once it finishes, once it looks, it will do this. It will scan. It will be copying, getting ready for your restore thing. So if you restore, you don't lose any data. Well, you'll lose because it formats it, but and then it'll copy the new stuff, and then there, it's now ready to use. You press that, and then it will say found new hardware and ready to be used. There, and now all you have to do is click on either this or this. It don't really matter which one. They're practically the exact same thing. I don't know, this used to be all in gibberish when I clicked on it, but it ain't anymore for some reason, so I don't know. I think I have the language required for it now, but I usually just use this one, which is the English one, and there you go. And aren't you lucky to get to see this? And then if you want, you're even able to now leave the game if you want it. It'll stop and everything, but it will reconnect instantly and bring you to and then it will show your screen. Showing you your PSP. I am using the Pro firmware, which is temporary one. I'm using this B6, which is the newest one I know of, but it should work fine. And this all changes with it for some reason. But anyway, and that's it. And then See, this ain't actually my HD. This changes when you put the hack thing on it. But that's basically all you have to do. Now, the recording part is up to you. You could use this if you right click and you could go to bring up this thing, and you could go to capture. I have no idea how well this works. I have yet to try it, but what I use is Fraps. I used to use what I'm using right now to record this video, which is Hypercam, but I'm just using it this for Hypercam 2, which is I'm just using it for tutorials and everything, because Fraps is a gaming recorder, which all it does is record one window. It doesn't record everything. So Hypercam, you can choose to record just one window, or you could choose to do this. Hypercam, though, when recording games, doesn't come out as good, but it is really up to you what you use to record. But yeah, and that's practically everything. I mean, yeah. The other one, this used to be gibberish for the other one. I have no idea why it changed. This, you can use a Joy if you wanted. You could basically look on this. You could go to, where is it? You could even go to PSP and make it even black out the screen, and where you could play it, where you get used to playing it on here if you wanted. I have no idea what debug mode is. Like, I don't know what most of this stuff is, so I don't mess with this stuff. But yeah, the other thing is the exact same thing. I'll even show it. It's the exact same thing. It works the same way and everything. But that's basically all I do. I will be eventually using a AV cable just because of the whole, they probably will come out better. But I don't know. But yeah, that's practically everything. Record, upload. Try not to, if you're recording it, if you use anything, if you don't have a built-in mic or anything, or if you have a banana cable, though, that's what I used for my Soul Calibur videos. You just plug it into your microphone and then the PSP, and then it imports the sound into the video while you're recording it. But yeah, that's basically how you do that. That's one way to get mute sound. But if you want to be talking or anything during it, or you want people to hear it, it's best to use an actual microphone. But that's basically everything. That's all I have really to say. RemoteJoyLite 19 is the best one to use, because 20A, as they put it, doesn't work. I don't know. It technically works, but it don't. Like, the screen's all black for some reason. It says it's reading it, but the video is just black. It's just a black screen, like if my PSP wasn't connected at all, except the fact that it doesn't say please waiting, or it doesn't say waiting on the thing. But yeah, Fraps records in a better quality, so that would be the better thing to use instead of Hypercam. Hypercam 2, well, all the Hypercams there is a free edition, but they have like little things up on the top and stuff saying unregistered and whatnot, so their video will have like a little thing in it. Fraps does the same thing. They have a free version too. So, but yeah, but Fraps, if you're using Fraps, dude, the first thing you should do is get, instead of having it full framed or full size as it puts it, go to half size, because if you're putting it in full size, it will be uncompressed, which will make it huge. Like 16 minutes of a video will end up being almost 4 gigs, and after that 3.90 gigs of space it will be taken up, it will split and go into another video. It'll basically put it in parts. So yeah, every video actually does, every record does that if you don't compress it. Actually, this actually will do it too, but I have it using a compressor. This has an option for a compressor. The other one technically doesn't, except putting it to half size, which doesn't mess with the quality really. You could put it to half size and increase the frame rate or something, and the quality is basically the same, but except the freaking height, the hugeness. I mean, if you can do the full framed one, you probably should convert it right then, because they do take a lot of space. It won't take that long to convert because it's really not that big. It's just uncompressed, so it seems like it's huge. But yeah, that's basically everything. RemoteJoy, just have fun, make some videos. comment if you have any questions, send me messages like most people do. Most people ain't commenting on my videos, they just send me messages asking how I'm doing stuff, how I'm making my PSP vids. So yeah, like, sub, comment. Well, this is Rathian Rathos 48, and this is all for now.